coming to you from the car, driving in New York. Check it out. How's it going? So I'm excited about today's musing because I had a little reminder of this today. How easy is it to point the blame at somebody else for something? It's really easy to pass anger. It's not, our ego often doesn't want to admit when we were the one at fault, when something maybe could have been prevented by, you know, us taking a different action or a different step, and it's really easy to pass the blame. I'm going to give you a few different examples actually, because poor John, who's right here, sometimes deals with my anger and my passing of blame. So it's something that I've been really trying to work on, and it's something that I recognize is something I struggle with. So it's an ego conversation that I often have with myself and need to remind myself that maybe I could have done better and it was my mistake. So recently, I'm going to give you a few different examples. I'm going to go through them briefly as you guys hop on the video, and then we're going to kind of talk about the message. So first example, a couple days ago, John and I are in our bedroom, brand new painted dresser, and he had lit a couple candles the other night when we were hanging out in the bedroom. It was like really beautiful, romantic. I was like, yay, candles, this is so fun, in our new bedroom. And he had taken the lid off of one of them, and there was like a sticky sticker thing on the top of it, and put it down on the dresser. And of course didn't realize, because who takes notice of a sticker on the top of a candle thing? And when I went to, you know, clean up the dresser the next day, well, the top stuck to the brand new painted dresser. And immediately I was like, John, how could he do this to my brand new dresser that I just spent a long time painting? So I was like, John, can you come in here? And I was really angry. I was like, can you get this thing off of here? Because it's stuck now because of the sticker. And he was like, well, babe, I'm sorry, I didn't realize there was a sticker on it. And granted, I could have prevented this problem by 1, maybe in the past, taking the sticker off. 2, maybe warning him about the sticker. 3, I don't know, like doing something differently. And 4, definitely reacting in a different way. So anyways, I was like, this is really upsetting me. And John was like, well, I'm sorry, I did not know there was a sticker on the calendar. But immediately my ego was like, blame John, because this is a massive issue and I'm pissed about it. And I didn't want to take ownership of the problem, right? Fast forward to this morning, another reminder where I was given another ego conversation to walk through. I was asking my stepdad where, you know, like he was giving me directions to the Enterprise where we were picking up this beautiful rental car to drive to Albany, and he was like, go past CAC to Midland and you're gonna get on the highway and it will be right there. And he was so sure of himself that I was like, great, we're gonna follow those directions. Well, we arrived, it was nowhere near where we were supposed to go. We were actually about 20 to 25 minutes from the actual location, because when I looked up where we were going, it was a totally different spot. And I jumped to anger. I was like, ugh, why did I listen to Chris? He gave me the wrong directions. Why didn't I look at the map first? Why didn't I check the address? Why didn't I, you know, like, it was totally my issue. But my ego immediately didn't want to point the finger at myself. It wanted to point that anger elsewhere. Who experiences that? If you've experienced that, please put a 1 in the box. I would love to know if those of you who are watching experience a fast, you know, pointing a finger, a shuffling of blame. It's a traditional and humanly thing to do. It's how we're programmed. We don't want to admit fault. It's our ego that's telling us that. So in an effort, you know, when we're given issues and when we're given the opportunity to really evaluate a situation, because after this morning I had like about 20 minutes in the car ride to the actual Enterprise that we were supposed to be at to kind of think over what happened, and I was really, you know, upset initially, and then I was like, you know what, this was totally my fault. I should have checked the map. That's all there is to it. But we often jump to point the finger, shuffle the blame, because that's the natural instinct to do, and that's what our ego, of course, doesn't want to admit that we're wrong. So I just wanted to bring you guys that message. It was a great reminder for me, and it happens all the time to the best of us. I mean, both situations weren't a big deal. They, you know, weren't world-ending or super dramatic or, you know, painful experiences, but it's super easy, even in the smallest of circumstances, to shuffle the blame and to try and be angry at somebody else instead of ourselves. So instead, I encourage you guys to learn from the experience. Now I know to really appreciate somebody's advice of direction giving, but to potentially double check that we're even going to the right location. And similar to the other day with John, it's to be patient with those around us, because sometimes everybody makes mistakes, and a lot of times they're really simple mistakes to make. So anywho, hope you guys are having a great day. Happy Friday. It's Friday, right? Friday, yes. Happy Friday, you guys. Hope you're having a great day and have a fabulous weekend.